Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Assad bin Tariq Al Said receives the ambassadors of Mauritania and Indonesia, accredited to the Sultanate, to bid them farewell at the end of their duties. The Omani Medical Specialties Board obtains an accreditation from the International Accreditation Council for Medical Education. And 97 is the obtained percentage of achievement at fishing port in the Wilaya of Barka. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Assad bin Tariq Al Said received in his office here today His Excellency Jabera Bakari, Ambassador of Mauritania, to the Sultanate to bid him farewell at the end of his tour of duties. The Mauritanian ambassador expressed his utmost thanks to His Majesty the Sultan for the support received during the period of his work in the Sultanate from His Majesty, the government and the Omani people, which had enabled him to carry out his duties. He wished His Majesty good health, happiness and a long life, and the Sultanate further progress under the wise leadership of His Majesty. His Highness Said Assad expressed his utmost thanks to the Mauritanian ambassador for the efforts he exerted in serving the relationship between the Sultanate and his countries, wishing him success and the peoples of his country further progress and prosperity. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Assad bin Tariq Al Said received in his office here today His Excellency Sukanto, Ambassador of Indonesia, to the Sultanate to bid him farewell to the end of his tour of duties. The Indonesian ambassador expressed his utmost thanks to His Majesty the Sultan for the support received during the period of his work in the Sultanate from His Majesty, the government and the Omani people, which had enabled him to carry out his duties. He wished His Majesty good health, happiness and a long life, and the Sultanate further progress under the wise leadership of His Majesty. His Highness Said Assad expressed his utmost thanks to the Indonesian ambassador for the efforts he exerted in serving the relations between the Sultanate and his countries, wishing him success and peoples of his country's progress and prosperity. The Omani Medical Specialties Board obtains an international accreditation from the International Accreditation Council for Medical Education. With this accomplishment, the Council becomes the 5th international medical institution accredited outside the United States of America after a series of evaluation processes that lasted 4 years and included 4 stages: infrastructure development, institutional approval, specialization approval of programs, and finally the annual approval. This achievement portrays the remarkable role of the Council in upgrading the process of training and enhancing health services and medical education in the Sultanate. The Iranian leadership conveyed its greetings and thanks to His Majesty the Sultan for the Sultanate's role in bringing closer the points of view between Iran and the Group 5+1, which led to the reach of the nuclear agreement. That was emphasized by His Excellency Ali Akbar Sebawi, the Iranian ambassador accredited to the Sultanate, during a press conference he held today in Muscat. A press conference was organized by the Iranian ambassador to discuss the next Iranian exhibition in Muscat. More details in the following report by Sultan bin Saif Al Sarai.
Before the press conference starts in the Iranian embassy in Muscat, a dialogue occurred about what will happen after the international sanctions removed. And then it has been clarified that the Iranian investment in the Sultanate will increase from about 1 billion to billions.
The commercial exchange has reached more than $1 billion, after it was $1.98 million only, and there are many procedures have been facilitated over the last few years. And this year, the amount will increase dramatically to around $7 billion.
Various huge projects between Oman and Iran will be established soon, such as the gas pipe from Iran to Oman and the automobile factory which will be in Ad-Dukum. Also, tourism sector in the Sultanate will flourish by adding more flights and by promoting tourism for Iranians.
We have signed an agreement to establish cars factory in Ad-Dukum, and after 2 years the factory will produce 4 brands of cars. And we are planning to establish nanotechnology factory, where all equipment and machines will be for Oman. This technology considered as one of the most important technologies across the globe.
In addition, on the 27th of this month, 70 Iranian companies will come to the Sultanate in order to exhibit their products and latest technologies at various fields. Oman and Iran have good relations extend to industry, trade and many other fields. So that's why both sides keen to reinforce these relations with such activities. Sultan bin Saif al-Sarai, Muscat.
Still to come in our news bulletin. The art and design in calligraphy lies between originality and modernity. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received in his office today His Excellency Retno Marsudi, Foreign Minister of Indonesia, and her accompanying delegation. In the meeting, there were discussed aspects of cooperation between the two countries and means of enhancing them, in addition to exchanging viewpoints on the regional and international issues of common concern. The Royal Army of Oman, RAO, celebrated today the graduation of a new batch of recruits during a ceremony held under the auspices of Major General Ghussun bin Hilal Al-Lawai, Assistant Head of the Internal Security Services for Operations. At the beginning of the ceremony, the graduates performed the military salute, followed by the chief guest inspecting the first row. The graduates then staged a military parade by marching in slow motion, accompanied by the RAO musical band. The column then proceeded forward in parade form. The chief guest distributed appreciation certificates to the distinguished graduates at various activities and competitions. The graduates chanted the RAO anthem, took the oath of loyalty, and chanted thrice, "Long live His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces." Traffic congestion on South Mabella Road in the Wilaya of Sib is a source of resentment among citizens and commuters in the area. On the 18th of January 2014, a concerned official spoke to the news saying that a project will be commenced in the upcoming 3 months in order to solve the problem and end the inconvenience of the local residents. The road serves 3 educational institutions and a big residential area. Many citizens contacted concerned bodies through several letters on the problem without any reply. Many accidents took place on the road, costing the lives of some citizens. The fishing port in the Wilaya of Barka completed 97% of its construction, as it is expected to be operational by mid-February. The port will serve more than 1,630 fishermen and will provide various job opportunities for the citizens in the Wilaya of Barka. Citizens look forward to the fishing port as one of the touristic destinations fully equipped with specialized docking facilities for touristic ferries. The port includes wave breakers with a length of 1.3 only 75 meters, a fixed 150 meters marina and a beach for anchoring boats, in addition to a fish market, marine workshops, fish packing and processing plant, and an ice-making factory. The Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth continues its measures to combat late blight disease that attacks tomato crops. These precautionary measures include the selection of suitable pesticides after conducting several researches and raising awareness among farmers on ways to combat the disease. The annual tomato crop production in the Governorate of North Batina amounts to more than 39,000 tons. Calligraphy is considered one of the symbols of the Arab culture, where artists show their talents and skills in the art of writing. A number of people concerned with the two skills are creating calligraphy by traditional method or by using graphic design and modern techniques. In the Wilaya of Ibra, a number of training courses and programs in calligraphy were conducted to introduce this form of art. Now for the general weather forecast, clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of clouds and fog in the governorates of Buraimi, Westa and South Sharqiya, as well as areas overlooking Sea of Oman. Winds will be northeasterly, light to moderate. Seas will be moderate along the coast of Sea of Oman with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, and it will be slight along the rest of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. On behalf of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Said Assad bin Tariq Al Said receives the ambassadors of Mauritania and Indonesia accredited to the Sultanate to bid them farewell at the end of their duties. The Omani Medical Specialties Board obtains an accreditation from the International Accreditation Council for Medical Education. And 97 is the obtained percentage of achievement at fishing port in the Wilaya of Varka. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.